Today I fucked up by talking my wife into getting 23&me. Today I fucked up current wife and I were both married previously and both had 3 children each. We went to HS together in a small town. Both of our families are well known in the area with deep roots. Both families been here a long time. Last year I got my wife a Ancestry DNA kit as a gift because she wanted to know more about her European roots, then her sister decided to do the same. When their results were posted it started making family connections which included my mother, my oldest son, my uncle etc. Wife's mom comes in the room so they ask her how we could be related. Her mom starts crying and says that when she was very young she overheard someone say, "Tom, isn't your father, Jimmy, is." Her mom being from older generation says she just put it out of her mind and convinced herself it's just rumor. I call my mom, asked if she's ever heard a rumor that her father could be my wife's mother's father as well. She gets quiet for a moment and says yes I have, and it was believed to be true by her mom as well, and that her dad, my grandfather, was a well-known cheater, womanizer. We look further into the information on 23&me and it literally says that my wife and my oldest son share a great-grandparent. More of us are now getting tested on the same platform, but it appears a WW2-era secret has come to light. Too long did not read. Wife gets DNA test, discover decades-old secret. Turns out I married my first cousin. Edit. 1. To clear, all kids are from both of first marriage. 2. My mom and wife's mom are apparently half-sisters. 3. Wife's mother is quite upset. 4. WW2 was hard on everyone, trying to not make a joke here. Edit 2. At first wife was laughing about this, but I'm afraid that the reality of it is caught up to her. Personally I think she's reading too far into it. I wasn't aware of how prevalent this particular taboo fetish is. Some of y'all are freaks. Maybe once this is settled I can have some fun with it. As I stated, all kids are from previous marriages. We're in our mid-40s and will not be having any more. We're definitely not in Alabama, but we may have to move there now. Yes, we're very much in love and will be staying that way. Although we probably won't be sharing this information with too many other people. Guess we'll keep in the family. If it helps any, you're half first cousins, which means you would share about 6% of your DNA. Which, unless it continues on for several generations, is unlikely to be an issue genetically. Now there's a guy who knows how to marry his cousin. Look, as long as you aren't using Ancestry.com as a dating site, you're fine. You didn't meet at a family reunion and decide, you know what, first cousins lookin' fuckable, lol. You literally didn't know. Don't have children together. Don't sound like you intend to have children together. It's 100% your parents' faults who friggin' knew. What bugs me most is both our moms knew there was the possibility but said nothing. Yeah, I got my husband Ancestry and we found out his dad isn't his dad. His mom finally confessed and he looks unmistakably similar to his bio dad. I broke his heart by giving him a gift. Woman facepalming, medium light skin tone. Edit. My husband is 34. Is it weird that my mom's mom was married to my dad's dad? Edit. I think my parents were married first. Then my grandparents got married. Plus grandparents had a child that's like a double aunt or something like that. Kind of crazy, I think. Guess the saying is true about getting lucky in Kentucky. I'm betting this is much more common than people think, with how small towns are and everything. There's one of those Finding Your Roots shows that Kira Sedgwick is related, very far back, to Kevin Bacon, her husband. Which is funny because of the 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon. Today I fucked up by using a Roomba to do my chores. Today I up by using a Roomba instead of actually using a broom and a mop. My wife and I have been together for 1.5 years, and we're about the same age. We both have jobs and keeping up with the house has been a problem for us, and for some reason she wanted me to take care of the floor chores, broom, mop, polishing. You get the idea. But I'm a lazy gal, so I secretly bought a Roomba to do the job for me. They are pretty weird to use for me, because it gets stuck in some corners, and using the magnets they come with would give away. I spent over $1,000 on some small machine that does the same as using a $3 broom. Anyways, we have different hour shifts, so I have the time to use it without her knowing, and I always do the bedroom first, because I want her and I to get a little bit of a romantic, sexy time when we're both free at night. So I let the Roomba work its magic while I was working out in the garage, for about 30 minutes, and when I go back inside I hear this weird noise with the Roomba. So when I was going to empty out the container I noticed that the Roomba had a condom wrapper and a used condom stuck to the vacuum area. Anyways, that's how I using a Roomba. Wished I would use a broom and not clean every nook and cranny to find out my wife has been cheating on me with a man. TL Drive. I found out my wife was cheating on me with a man because my Roomba got stuck with a condom. I mean, you would have found out if you cleaned properly with a broom, or not cleaned at all. Used condoms would have developed a nasty smell. I guess the Roomba will be pretty useful for when you'll be single again and too lazy depressed to clean your place. Joke aside, hang in there, stranger. You're gonna have an awkward and difficult discussion and decision to make soon. Hey, at least it'll be easier to clean once all her stuff is out in the street, eh? FR though, sorry you had to find out this way. Put it on the counter with a note, I was cheating on the chores but, you were just cheating. Something like that. Introducing the Roomba. Domestic edition. Found your partner cheating on you? No worries. The new and enhanced Roomba will automatically pack their shit and kick them out the door. No fuss. No hassle. No more garbage. In addition to below comments, get tested for STDs. You never know. That sucks, but I would advise to search more thoroughly, and if you don't have proof, confront her. Some people use condoms on their sex toys for easier cleanup, or even water-filled chilled condoms for masturbation. Fill it like a water balloon. Leave it on the fridge for an hour or two and then using it, but it could also be cheating. Either way, I really wish you the best. I'm sorry you found out that way. But, if it's any consolation, at least it only took a Roomba and you've only been married 18 months. It took a private investigator and a lot more lonely than that to finally find out the truth that my wife of 7 years was having an affair. I know how you feel, keep your head up. You did nothing wrong. I really would love to be a fly on the wall when you confront your wife. So I bought a Roomba to vacuum the floor for us. Wife proceeds to get angry about the money you spent. But dear, it does such a good job cleaning. It even found that used condom that was left on the floor. Wife face goes white. Today I fucked up by assuming me and a friend were dating. Obviously this didn't just happen today. Back in January I met a guy at my campus who I really hit it off with. The chemistry was undeniable. A couple days later he asked me if I want to go get lunch together. Just by the straightforwardness of how he asked I figured he was asking me out. I was probably blinded by how much I liked him as well. The next several weeks we spent a lot of time together where he would be the one initiating things and taking me around. At this point I assumed we were a couple, however we never got intimate even remotely. He's a practicing Muslim and I figured he wouldn't want to get intimate too soon, so I just didn't push it, and honestly I was completely fine. Fast forward to last Sunday when we ran into some of my old friends and when introducing him called him my boyfriend. Immediately after that conversation ended and we went our separate ways he looked at me puzzlingly and asked why I said that. He explained he doesn't date at all and just considered us very good friends and that I'm the closest friend he's had in years. I've never been more embarrassed and it's completely my fault for just jumping to conclusions. Too long did not read. I thought me and a friend were dating because he was being nice to me and I liked it. It's okay, even Excel assumes it's a date when it isn't. My man is out here getting accidental girlfriends while half of Reddit can't figure out how to intentionally get a single date. You probably shouldn't consider someone your boy, girlfriend unless it's been made clear that they are. The last time someone made an assumption like that about me, I ended up married. Shit gets real. If you've never kissed, don't consider someone your boyfriend. I thought we were dating. Muslim person turned out to have a fiancé, back home, as part of an arranged marriage. I was heartbroken. This is why you never assume anything in relationships. Always clear communication is the answer. Communication and being upfront would have solved this ages ago, don't assume. Muslim zoned. Today I fucked up by falling asleep while going down on my GF. Obligated. This happened about a week ago. So I usually work 10-12 hour days. I am in great shape, so after work I usually go to the gym and work out. Although in hindsight walking and standing for 10-12 hours should be considered a good enough workout. Fast forward to last Friday I agreed to take my girlfriend out for dinner. After texting back and forth all week about how we wanted to fuck our brains out. I told her I would be picking her up around 6 that evening as I wanted to go to the gym first, take a shower and nap. Unfortunately I didn't get a chance to nap and had been up since 6 a.m. that morning. We met around 7 p.m. so by this time I had been awake a total of 19 hours. We decided we would grab a light dinner, drinks and head back to her place to play games and have some fun. After dinner we get back to her place and as soon as the door shuts she pushes me to the wall and we start making out. Nothing hotter than a girl with urgent needs amort. We are make out for a bit on the couch, and when things start getting heated we decide to take it back to her bedroom. She excuses herself and goes to freshen up in the bathroom and leaves me half naked on her bed. I can't begin to describe how comfortable her bed is compared to mine, as well as the level of exhaustion that enveloped me as soon as I laid down and took my pants off. However, I was too horny to really think much of it. She comes out of the bathroom and we begin to start getting hot and bothered. After a few minutes of foreplay I decided to go down on her. I'm working my magic when all of a sudden I seriously black out. No warning whatsoever. All I remember pausing for a moment to move my hair away from my face so I'm not eating my own hair. Next thing I know, she calling my name and I suddenly awaken with her, spread-eagled 2 inches away from my face. I am quickly overcome with embarrassment, especially because she chuckles and asks me, "Did you pass out?" I think I said no, I was just rebooting, and we both started dying cold sweat smile. I explained to her that I didn't realize how tired I was until I started getting comfortable on her bed. She totally understood and we can now joke about it. She now calls me Gramps instead of Daddy. Too long did not read. Exhaustion made me pass out while going down on my GF. Edit. Math is hard, can't believe this, blew up, tears of joy, ego stroking all the way to the front page, FTW, raising hands, medium light skin tone. I am no mathematician, but how is getting up at 6 a.m. and meeting up with your game at 7 p.m. equal 19 hours awake? 19 hours. It's a good thing there's just 37 hours in a day. Am I right? My man has done this several times. When I woke him up to put him to bed, he insisted on continuing and kept falling asleep. It was very silly of him. I finally got him to bed and told him, "If you want to eat me out so bad you can do it when you wake up." And yes, he woke me up in the morning and continued to eat me out. I love that man. Been there, done that. Then girlfriend didn't take it with humor though. Trying to understand how you've been awake for 19 hectoseconds. GIF. Giphy. WRQBXSCNEFJIUXKTNW. The grammar and syntax on this erotic fanfic are atrocious. Welcome to adulthood. Wait until you fall asleep mid-stroking. See if she chuckles then. Title is enough. LMAO.